What's going on, guys? So I saw all the comments of people saying that I shouldn't be doing the drinking in the beginning of the videos. So I figured, you know, what if I sell out? And I'm still gonna drink something. Ooh, it's a big drink.
It's a tall boy for sure.
This is Gageslife, famous TikToker. Let's get into it. Ready? Oh! Yo! Let's get into this bike. What's going on, guys? Back here, about to go pick up another one of my street bikes. I promise in this video I'm gonna finish my other ZX10R because I just got the exhaust welded up for it. I'll show you guys a little clip of how I modified the OEM mid pipe and then put a tip on it. We'll see how it ends up sounding. I'll put some oil in that thing, start up. But I'm going to pick up another ZX10R. This is actually the same exact model. It's a different year. So the one that I have inside the shop is a 2006 and this is a 2007. I'm currently on the road right now, going to pick it up. It has an issue with it, and this is actually like, we'll see how it looks when I get there. This might be another one of those crazy deals. I've been messaging the guy for a while. Yeah, I think he like drives 18-wheelers or something because he hasn't been able to like meet up with me for quite some time. But I'm going to West Palm Beach at the moment, and this bike has an issue, and it is, I don't know why I'm doing it like that. So this bike has an issue, and the transmission apparently doesn't go into gear. It has like a broken transmission, which I know for the synchro transmission gears, it's like anywhere from $200 to $400 for the gears, but it's a lot of labor because you have to split the block on it. So I can understand getting the deal on this. Makes quite a bit of sense why he's selling it so cheap, because any other shop's gonna charge a large amount for it. So if everything cosmetically on this bike and like everything, the title's clean, the engine does start, this should be a pretty good deal. So yeah, I'm just gonna get headed and I'll catch you guys when I'm there. All right, guys, so I ended up buying it. Number 13. Alright, guys, this has to be the cheapest ZX10R I've ever bought. This guy right here just sold me his load of hell. What do you guys say about it, man?
It's a piece of shit when I bought it.
It's a piece of shit when I bought it. But I got it for, I think, cheaper than what he got it for. There's no way you got it for cheaper than what you sold it to me for. But, alright, dude. Pleasure doing business with you. Go see this thing get rebuilt. So guys, I got it back there. I'm pretty stoked about it because I got this thing for $500. I had to negotiate down to $1,000. Before I got there, he had it listed for $2,000. Then he didn't sell it within, like, you know, when he listed it. And then he listed it for $1,800. I hit him with $1,000. He had a guy coming at $13 or whatever. Guy flaked on him. Then I ended up linking up with him, and I get there, and I expect it to be rough. You know, I'm buying this bike for $1,000. I expect it to need new fairings. Like all the little things, but this bike was missing the catalytic converters and the exhaust on it. Bad thing. The rear seat piece was all messed up, and the rear subframe was cracked. That was the main thing, was the rear subframe was cracked. I expect everything else. I'm pretty stoked because a lot of people comment on my videos and they say, oh, this guy doesn't really rebuild it, he's just bolting stuff on. So this bike right here, I'm gonna be pulling the engine out, splitting the case, and putting in a new transmission in this bike. So I'm not just bolting on cosmetic stuff, and then we're gonna bolt on the cosmetic stuff to make this bike mint. Also, people say, why is this guy buying and selling bikes? Like, you can't be making that much money on it. Why does he do trucks? This is why. I'm paid $500 for this thing. I'll be no more than $1,200 in parts, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna sell this bike for $4,500. So, you know, just do the math on it. Like, I'm doing fine. You know, I'm gonna make over $3 grand on this bike, and people don't realize that. Yeah, I could go buy a truck for $12,000 and go make $3,000 off of it, but I can't make our truck that's $15,000 completely mint, but I can make this bike completely mint because it's a lot more simple. And two, like, make the same amount of money. Why would I put more money out? I'd put more money in Carnival stock. But that's enough of my little rant for this video. I'm actually heading somewhere else. I'm heading to Miami right now. It's like 45 minutes south from where I just was. And we're gonna go meet up with a famous TikToker. Really famous TikToker. Got like 7 million followers on TikTok. And then I think there's like 2 other pretty famous people at this house. So I'm pretty excited to bring that to you guys. I don't know if you guys are gonna like this or not. I'm pulling up at the TikToker's place, no shoes.
Man.
What's going on, my guy?
Yo, it's good, brother. How you doing?
Dude, you gotta show me this place, bro. This place is sick.
Really big, yeah. It's kind of quite the connoisseur house.
Dude, you got the TikTok gear on, bro.
Oh hell yeah, man! I've been filming all day. We got a buddy in there that can do a really good Kevin Hart impression.
Yeah, no, I saw in your story, bro. It's like insane.
Yeah, he's really good.
Dude, this place is crazy.
Yes.
Let me put my shoes on, bro. Then you gotta show me what's going on in here.
But yeah, well, this is the crib. This is actually Mischief Mansion. You know, we're actually fresh on in Miami. We have like 2.3 million followers so far, but none of that bullshit. Anyway,
how many followers do you got?
I have an 8.5 mil net worth, but I have 7 mil on one platform. So I have 7 mil on TikTok. I have like 200K on Facebook, 200K there. It doesn't matter.
Alright guys, so I'm really not going to show much more of this clip because there's a whole bunch of people in the kitchen and the audio was all messed up for this, but it was really cool coming out and seeing how other social media people are like killing the game and whatnot, and I kind of aspire to be like this. But let's go back to the bike. Alright guys, so we're back here in the Cape and I got my truck put up against the side. So a lot happened in that little trip right there. My truck ended up getting towed. It ended up being a whole process with this bike in the back. The guy that I actually bought it from, if you watched the video, huge shout out to you, man. Like, you really saved my day by coming out and like showing your ID so I could get my truck out of the impound because the title is still in his name and everything's by appointment at the DMV right now. So I couldn't get that transferred over, so I would end up getting taxed on fees for this thing to sit inside of there. And I would have had to be in Miami for longer than I wanted to. But I'm about to do my one-man unload right here and then get this thing inside the shop. And we're back here in the shop with the ZX10Rs right next to each other. So I said this bike was going to be done in this video, and I thought it was because I cut the mid pipe and then I had the slip-on pipe for the ZX10R, and I wanted to do a little single exit exhaust, keep the catalytic converters in there so it doesn't sound too loud, and then it mounts on like this right there. But I gave it to my buddy to weld. Big mistake because he ended up just messing it up and, you know, ended up costing me more money. Even though he did it for free, this is going to cost me more in the long run. So you can see right here he welded it and it looks absolutely terrible. I'd rather pay someone to weld a good weld on it because this looks ghetto. And then he compromised the metal because it cracked the second I put it on it. See right there. And I was like, oh, is this safe to put on? Because I don't want to have something that's going to come off. And then when you're going really fast, you don't want your muffler coming off because then you could end up crashing. So that's the reason this bike's not going to be done, because I got to go take it to someone to professionally fix that now, or I'm going to have to buy a whole new pipe. But I think this thing looks pretty sick. Let me put it on there real quick. So that's what it looks like on there, but it's not welded properly. So I need to go to a muffler shop, have them properly weld that up. And yeah, so that's all this bike really needs. And I also need to put in the little caps for the viewpoints on the timing chain cover. So I'm going to take the ones off of this, go to the hardware store, figure out what size thread they are, re-tap that case because that case cover's a little bit different size because I think it came from China. But over here with this ZX10R, this one is going to need a lot of stuff, a lot more than I thought it was going to need because we're going to have to put the new plastics on it. Because if you look at this paint up close, let me get a flashlight. The paint looks like a load of hell. And there's a whole bunch of deep scratches in it, and then it's chipping off in places, so see that right there. But the powder coat on these wheels and the rear sets is actually really nice, so we're going to keep all that stuff on there. That's kind of the main reason why I wanted this bike, is because it has all the purple, then this one has the gold. Can line them up next to each other. I think that looks pretty cool. So we're going to have to drop the engine out of this, put new fairings on it. Going to have to go get this tank repainted. This GoPro mount is actually painted with the tank. I think that's pretty crazy. I'm actually going to end this video right here without doing any work to this bike or this bike because I'm trying to be more organized with the way I'm doing things because I have too many projects that are not finished. Like this 2007 R1, it's not done. Or this 2006 CBR 1000. This bike, I can't complain about me not being organized with it because I'm still waiting on the fairings for it, but I do have the front stay to do the 2019 headlight assembly on it. Or like this 2014 R1, which I still haven't taken to the state to go get re-VIN stamped. So once I can finish up all this stuff and be more organized, I feel like I can produce better content. So that's going to be it for the ZX10R. I'll catch you guys with that when the parts come in. What's going on, guys? So I'm going to end the video right here. The bobber is actually leaving. And it's going to Treasure Island. And Anthony, I hope you enjoy the bike. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.